Alright, hi beautiful souls. I'm going to be doing a reading ASAP as soon as I get back to the hotel. I was just here to pack up some more stuff on my stupid house and go, but then Spirit was calling me like, well, you're folding, you could talk. And I was like, that's true. And so they wanted me to talk about twin flame soul integration real quick because I've mentioned it before on the channel briefly. And to the new subscribers, hi, I don't know who's twins yet. I haven't really felt in the energy. I know that there are some more twins that I've been following, even though the readings that I've done the last few days were not twin flame oriented, you know. But either way, so myself, because I just caught myself forgetting that that's what's going on with my own connection, and so somebody else needed a reminder too, or does it now. So when you reach a certain level of ascension, soul integration, soul merging on a twin flame connection. And again, I'm only speaking to authentic 3D connections that met, you know, organically, you know, bumped down on the road through a friend, you know, whatever. Like not psychically, whatever. I know that other people claim very strongly that they know for a fact that there's a twin and that they've never met and that they sense and whatever. Like, it's your path, you know, but I can't speak to that. Anyways, so, but in the real twins connections that and I've seen and helps facilitate lots throughout my few years or several years more, I guess, on this journey. But when you start to actually merge energetically, because that is exactly what twin flames really are, you know, which is why it's such an energetic dance and game of polarities, right? Because we really are two polarities of the same vibrational frequency piece of like a source frequency essence, you know, like spark frequency from the source, from God, the divine itself. You know, everything's one thing. Well, twin flames really are the same thing split. So like how like identical twins work, like in the womb. Fraternal twin, that's two separate eggs, essentially, right? But twin flames are one exact identical frequency, spark frequency, split into two humans. And so that's why there's the polarity dance. Like I always like to reference people to the yin yang symbol. So, you know, kind of split 50-50, but with one equal half of the other, a little bit of symbiosis. But yeah, so throughout, you know, the interactions, the runner chaser dynamics, the separations, whatever happens, you know, throughout your guys' own journey, no matter what is playing out on the 3D, typically, even if it's just repeat karmic lessons, each of you are learning lessons, you know, no matter what. And integrating pieces of each other. And that's why, like, sometimes, like, it's very, you know, so magical. Like, if you look back, like me with my DM, like, at the times in my life when we would connect, it's like, for sure, my soul called to him and vice versa. 100%, you know, like some of like the toughest moments in my life, he just happened to be in the same city where neither of us lived. Like just, you know, just when I was like so needed someone and he was there. It was just like, it was just nuts how it's worked. So you just come together, you do that over and over and over, whatever, until you finally reach harmonic balance and union, which is what's supposed to be your forever, ever union. Like not even just this lifetime, like forever, ever, baby, you know? And, so that does actually come with physical integration though, because, you know, as you start to do that and integrate more and more, then you like, you know, your soul telepathy comes online and stuff like that. So even the masculine polarity who may be in denial of their own, you know, gifts or whatever, and everybody's gifts are different to a different degree. I just know that like my gifts, I have all of the psychic gifts like so far that I've come across, you know what I mean? Like the way that my clair senses work, like I quite literally do. I can do like psychopomptry, I do smells, like it's every single thing. Like my claircognizance, like my psychic knowing, and my clairvoyance are the strongest, but I have them all. And then I have not yet been able to move things physically, objects with my mind, but I have literally instantly manifested very specific things. Like, I mean, like, give me $600, bang, give me $600 exactly like that again, bang. Like really, actually, that's happened to me. So I can speak pretty good to this energetic game here. So for those of you that are new, I speak very confidently. You should believe what I say. Actually, don't believe anything anybody says. I take that back. You'll know if you can believe what I say. But like, you know, use your discernment. There's so many people out there. You'll hear me say some really conflicting things to the twin flame journey because I'm on a real twin flame path. So the soul integration. First it starts with, yeah, telepathic, you know, connection stuff. And so then you'll start to get and feel memories of the other half. So you'll feel like an affliction or like whatever to like their family, Even just like, even if you've never met them, in your mind, you're starting to feel the way that they feel about the people around them the same, because you're actually feeling what they're feeling. You actually are starting to, and it's not that you guys will become one person, but that's why it is such a like open, honest, and needs to be, you know, a purged union before people come together. You can't come together in a psychic bond like that and lie to each other, you know what I mean? Or like be in low vibrations where you wouldn't have the best interest of the both of you, you know, at the forefront, prioritized, right? Because you are each other, whether you're in separation or not. You guys are each other. You just are energetically. And so that's why you'll see that even as one maybe grows on the spiritual path, i.e. divine feminine, like in my example, that's like one of the freaking things that clued me in. I'd come in after my false twin journey and I still wasn't even sure, like, but I thought for sure it had to be the one that I know is my twin for real. And like walked into his freaking bedroom and like, I don't know, I'd been there maybe, but like not for a long time, or yeah, anyways, but like maybe never in that bedroom at his parents, actually, over 14 years. Yeah, but anyways, and I know they were new because he told me that he just been doing it for the last like 2 years or so, but like covered in paintings. And like sun and the moon, tree of life, elephant, like just all of the things that I love and all the things that I was into, and like something that definitely a non-spiritual person wouldn't gravitate towards, you know, someone who doesn't believe in God or anything like that. Yes, of course it's nature and blah blah blah, blah, but you know, it's just very, just so much symmetry for like divine masculine, divine feminine energies all up in those paintings. It was just so crazy, and I was like, oh, and like that's what I thought. That's what kicked me off of my false twin, to be honest, was somebody told me, and I knew that that was true. My discernment's really strong as a divine channel, you know, like I'm literally tapped into source. So if I don't know right away, I can typically ask. That's why I say, like, no matter what it is, if you guys ask me and for personal reasons stuff, like I can get it. If you're allowed to know it, I'll get it for you. So it was him not growing. It was my false twin not changing. Even though I know even now in separation from me, everybody's kind of growing because of our twin connection, but mine and my true divine masculine. But yeah, he wasn't shifting at all. And I was like, that's weird. Like, I'm a devoted psycho, like full commitment. Like, that's why everybody thought I was batshit. That's why they still have my freaking youngest keeping away from me, because the only thing they have against me is that I'm speak all this woohoo crap, right? I don't give a shit. That's why I was like, no. I'm like, I'm committed to this. I'm like, so my DM would be being dragged along, kicking and screaming, or not. But one way or another, he'd be being dragged. That's how it works. So, divine feminines, if your DM's not waking up, I know you're probably like, I am fucking, he's not, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, none of that matters. Just keep doing it better and more for you. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll just pay off for you no matter what. You know this, right? But if that's like where you're at, and he's still not like growing, well, maybe he's not a twin, you know, or maybe you just have some things that you're not really like conscious of yet, you know, and so that's why shadow work is so important. I think I'm gonna finally launch my shadow work journal. It's like ready. No, not like ready. It is ready. I don't know what I've been waiting for, but the divine's had me holding off, so maybe I was waiting for now. Anyways, to make the whole point of this story, even though I just got a whole bunch of very valuable information in there for you guys in this short amount of time and didn't actually do anything and wasted all this time just standing here when I could have just went back to the hotel. Just kidding. I just wanted to give you guys this piece of shit backdrop. So, soul integration. So once you reach a higher degree, you know, both of you are resonating at higher frequencies, whether or not one is still, you know, entrenched in the matrix or not, you know, you'll know by the divine feminine half where energetically your union probably kind of is, you know, when it comes to getting into balance, right? If you are pretty self-aware. And so you actually start to have each other's habits, like subconscious things and like thought patterns. So like me, I'm somebody who like, I'm so like, you know, and it's just not like I'm just like so chill, like really, that I'm like, so many different things bring me enjoyment, so many different things make me happy, and I'm like fussy but not at the same time, you know. And so I'm gonna try and fucking lock it right in right now. Bring it. You guys want to all see me float in a bubble on camera? Me too. Anyways, you start to like have their patterns, negative and positive, which is why you have to continuously grow no matter what on your own path, so that you know what's you and you can recognize a lot quicker when you're reacting from patterns that aren't even yours. Like, indecisiveness. My DM, because we do have like, we're very different, but very like in lots of ways. But so, you know, very non-attached kind of energy, even though actually is like very codependent. So it's like, you know, it's a catch thing there. And can't make up his damn mind. And it's because like he's like, whatever, you know, like because he doesn't like put the pressure on himself, and he's just like, you know what, it's gonna be like whatever anyways. And which is a good energy to actually be in. Like that's good non-attachment, but it's just like, you know, you have to like think about like what actually does matter though, you know, and not just be like completely dead inside, you know. And so he just can't, and that's where he's stuck right now, and that's the block he's getting over. But now, oh, as I'm saying this to you guys, they're like, yeah. And I mean, I was conscious of this in other like behaviors and stuff and patterns. I'm doing that, and it's kind of like affecting my life actually. Like first I thought it's just me because I tend to sometimes procrastinate when I don't want to do something, and that's like me. Like I wish and I wanted to just move here and have this be the best thing ever, but we got divine shooken up right away as soon as karmic involvement got in, and the divine's fucking pulling me out because I am aligned with my purpose, you know. And so unfortunately they're like, you can't, and it's actually the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Like you were supposed to come here, give him this opportunity, pull out your hand, you know, and give it to him to be there because he's going to get rocked right now. And so they're like, now he's getting rocked. He kind of made a fucking prickish decision to, you know, ghost you again after all of these things and not fucking be cool. So they're like, you got to just keep going. And I know and I trust that like whatever's meant to be for sure will be. It's, you know, that's just go with the flow, you know. Speaking from somebody who's literally lost her children and everything else on to this journey and is still sitting here going, do it, it's worth it, promise it is. But yeah, so I can't make up my damn mind. So first I thought it was me, of course. I'm not just going to blame that, even though I wasn't even conscious of that until just this afternoon, just right before I started this video. I just kept working through me, but then that's why I worked through all of it. And I'm like, no, I actually want to go. I'm like, anywhere. Because I know, like, I have got to do a couple of things. So I do have to go a specific place. I need a little bit more healthcare and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I know I have some things that I got to do that I just cannot do here because I'm quite literally under attack in my own home, everywhere I go, no matter what. Like, it's just, yeah, you guys will learn all the whys after, but let's just say when you're an actual gifted psychic and people know you're not a hack and you're a loudmouth who likes to insert herself into, you know, like politics and things like that. Because you know, you got a divine purpose and, you know, divine angels working behind you with divine justice and a whole fucking empire you're supposed to take down. Well, I'm a good little soldier, but yeah, no, I've got to be protected the fuck out of here. But yet I've been being held here. I thought anyways, right? I'm like, why am I just so indecisive? And then just now they were like, you're helping him purge that because he's not energetically strong enough right now to do it in his own. Or aware enough or whatever, and it needs to be gone from our shared energetic system because we are soul merged now, like legit. Like I know when I was here because I was seeing the actual merge signs like for so consistent for like probably like 3 weeks or so while it was going on. We were in complete separation too at that like a small one after I'd already come. And like they were telling me like, oh no, this is like, and I felt it. And so then it's funny because they say now I've softened his heart because of this last soul merge, and he's fucking toughened mine because right now I need to be more of a bitch to everybody. And so, you know, the unions always are working for the benefit of both twins, no matter what. But yeah, that's soul integration. So like, I know it sounds like from a 3D perspective, I'm making excuses because how, you know, but that's how it works. We are that linked. It's legit. And so like, you got to be conscious of that. But that's, you know, that's good. It's good when you're aware. It's bad when you're not aware of the negative things and you're still purging those, of course, but there's still growth, 14. So, you know, it's actually really cool because now you know you can pick up on that quicker, not let it phase you or hold you back. But then that means that the more you integrate, right, and the more you harmonize, which is the whole point of the third energy in the union, the more you guys are integrating both positives from both of you into each of you. Which is like literally the definition of fucking power couple. 100%.